Chairman, all protocols observed, it is really my pleasure to present the response, character, leadership, and change in higher education. And I want to do this without running the risk of repeating the eloquent discourse of Dr. Amenti and calibrating principles and nexus to the habits of highly effective people. If I were to choose any one of the habits for UTT's Board of Governors first, and UTT's executive and senior management, I would select number 7, sharpen the sword. Sharpen the sword, sorry. In local Spanish, they say sharpen the blade. Not that I don't find your voice and inspire others to find theirs any less. According to the chairman, Manchu, let's continue the discussion. UTT is an infant university, best described as a state of infancy, which had made significant strides in the short period of its development compared to similar international institutions of the same age. However, it has had its fair share of change of leadership, change of characters in leadership, and change to changes, or rather, changes to the change. On reflection, if I were to crystallize some of the lessons from Dr. Amenti's lecture and incorporate some of my own views, which is quite applicable and relevant to UTT, bearing in mind UTT's mission, which highlights innovation, entrepreneurship, spawning new industries, and the creation of wealth. UTT, like most employers, are busy with restructuring, re-engineering, and transformation, all related to the topic, change in time and significance. But what do we find? What we find is that employers have been using the word restructure as an excuse of firing employees. The word change itself is very stressful. Making changes with reliable leaders make people excited and creates positive images of change. Making changes without reliable leaders make people confused, worried, and stressed. And within this audience, if we were to ask, what are some of our opinions of change? On one side, you may hear fear, anxiety, loss of job, danger, and panic. But on the other side, you may hear exhilaration, risk-taking, excitement, improvements, and energizing. For better, for worse, change arouses emotion. When emotions intensify, leadership is the key. When leaders are reliable and skillful, people are positive toward changes. But if they are not, then the changes is stressful. If UTT were to continue to draw from science to create and manage organization, to design, research, and to formulate ideas about organizational design, planning, economics, human motivation, and change process, then we need at least a ground or work in the science of our times, which must be based on the new paradigm of change. You can't mandate what matters. Change is a journey, not a blueprint. The problems are our friends. Constraints are mentioned by Dr. Amenti. Vision and strategic planning come later. Individualism and collectivism must have equal power. Neither centralization nor decentralization work. And connection with the wider environment is critical for success. In the change process, each person is a change agent. If we to understand the change process in UTT, we must note that the idea is not to innovate the most. It's not enough to have the best ideas. We must appreciate the implementation dip, We must redefine resistance to change. Reculturing is the name of the game. And never checklist, but always complexity success. And what is leadership here? There are 2 points to note. There is no perfect leadership. To be effective for every kind of organization. And effective leadership depends on the organizational culture and the problems people are facing. Chairman, if I were to say for UTT, what kind of leadership we want? And the kind of leadership we desire is a kind of work carried out to meet the needs of the social situation. Leadership is not equivalent to holding high office, high prestige or authority, or decision making. And that leadership is dispensable. The leadership is not about control. This is a misconception. Leadership is the answer. And the leadership in an academic environment, and we mentioned earlier, it's a reciprocal process. It's a transactional process. And it must often lead to transformation. And the action for leadership for the Board of Governors, for executive management, for academics, and for corporate management, in higher education, leaders must get on the balcony. They must see the bigger picture. They must see everything. They must be able to identify the adaptive challenge, and they must be able to regulate the distress. They must be able to maintain disciplined attention, give the work back to the people, protect the voices of leadership from below. And what we at UTT should be doing, at least at this point in time, is following a new paradigm in leadership. Simple governing principles. Dr. Menti mentioned honesty and truth, etc. Guiding vision, sincere values, and we must have organization belief. This leads to the culture of the organization. And the leader staff, he must first embody these principles and then help the organization to obtain a standard that is also declared for itself. Chairman, it is my humble opinion that the message of Dr. Menti and Ron Paul is most applicable and timely in the change process at UTT in its drive to find its rightful place in the arena of higher education. Thank you very much.